My name is Howard Duncan. I work with the National Park Service here at Big South Fork. I'm standing on the Maude's Crack Overlook above No Business Creek. This is the No Business drainage down behind me here. No Business is just one of those places that you just have to know more about. When you hear the name, you have to wonder, how did it get that name? What's the origin of it? The Big South Fork is full of what I consider very interesting and unique place names, and some are pretty obvious names of families: Burks, Blevins, Slavins, and so on. But some are a little bit more difficult to understand, like No Business. On the other side of the drainage here, there's a creek called Rough Branch. Just above Rough Branch, the next drainage over is called Difficulty Creek, which the old-timers pronounce Difficulty. And just above Difficulty Creek is Troublesome Creek. And you have to think about how difficult and what a hard time these early settlers had coming into this country, fighting the dense mountain laurel and rhododendron and the dense forest that they found here, and carving out a life for themselves in such a remote and isolated place. And of course, those names are reflective of the experience that they had here. You know, how could you not like a name like No Business Creek? No Business is supposed to have gotten its name because of a young couple that moved in there and had a very, very difficult time settling. And the story is the wife was reluctant to go and to move into this area, but as they experienced these difficulties, finally she convinced her husband it was time to leave after a storm blew the roof off their cabin. And they say that the wife told her husband as they were packing to leave, is that I told you from the very beginning that we ain't got no business in this God-forsaken place. And supposedly that's how No Business Creek got its name.